welcome to a new reading vlog. I'm going to be taking you along with me in a few days, in my life with what I'm reading, what I'm doing. And yeah, I started a new book yesterday that I'm very excited about because, as you saw, I was cat sitting because sometimes when my friends go on holiday, they ask me whether I can cat sit their cat and then sleep at their place as well for the few days that they are gone. So I said hi to Sara the cat again, and I sat outside in the sun and I started my new book, which was so lovely. It was the weekend, so it was the perfect time to start a new book, and I'm currently reading Darling, written by India Knight. Loving this cover, gorgeous. And this is a very fun book already. I'm very into it. So it's basically about a girl named Linda, and she lives with her family in a very kind of boring town and remote farmhouse in Norfolk. Not much is happening there. She hasn't got good phone service, you know, no computers, no social media, those type of things, but she wants to just go out into the world and find love. So she decides to move to London. But I'm still at the part where she's just living at home with her family, and what I'm loving is just her entire family dynamic. I love just all these people and how much fun they're having together, and I really enjoyed this one sentence. It was, "They were all incredibly bad at being bored, which was perhaps why they could make almost anything interesting." And I really like that. And okay, you know, sometimes it's okay to be bored, but these people, they just want to make the most out of every situation and they make everything interesting, which I thought was very brilliant. So I'm enjoying this one lots already. It's something very different from the books that I have recently read. So we'll see what I will think of it. But I was recommended this book when I visited a very fun bookstore here in Rotterdam. It's called Emma's Bookshop, and Emma, she's also a booktuber, and I went there and I was just looking at, like, I want to buy a book, and she recommended me this one. So thanks so much for the recommendation, Emma. Loving this already. And that's it actually. I'm only reading one book. I do kind of want to start a new audiobook, but I just don't really know which one. So I'm gonna take a look later today to see if I can find a new audiobook to listen to. But today it is a Monday. I am working in the Swan Market store in The Hague. It's a concept store where I sell my products, and because I'm selling my products there, I also work there twice a month. That's like one of the conditions of selling your products there. So today is one of those days, so I'm going over to The Hague in a bit, but I kind of want to go a little bit earlier and have a cheeky look at the big Primark in The Hague to see if Code Orange has arrived already. Because I am like, it's the middle of summer. I'm still going on a summer holiday to Greece next month, but you know, all the autumnal bits are popping up and you need to be quick with these things, otherwise they're all sold out. So I'm gonna have a cheeky look at Primark to see if they've already got some nice autumnal bits and bobs. Oh well, I'll keep you updated. Let's start my work week, and I hope you're going to enjoy this vlog. Okay, so the shop is nearly closing in like a couple of minutes, so there's no one there, but I'm just waiting until 6 o'clock. But I thought I would give you a little update because I went to Primark and to TK Maxx, and they didn't really, like, Primark didn't really have that many autumnal bits yet. TK Maxx had so many Halloween bits, which I loved, but I'm not really the person who would buy all of these Halloween decorations. I don't really do Halloween, but it was really fun to see. I didn't get anything though. I wanted to get one thing from Primark, but the queue was so insane to go to the cash register that I put it back. It was like through half the shop. There's always a queue of like 50 people, and then there are 3 people working behind the tills. So I was like, I'm not gonna wait for this, unfortunately. So I didn't get any new autumn bits, but I will go back to Primark in a few weeks because I'm pretty sure that then Code Orange will have definitely arrived. Good morning, happy Thursday today. I will give you some reading updates in a bit. I'm just going to finish my makeup and drink my coffee. There is some pumpkin in this coffee. Feel very autumnal. And I thought I would just chat to you a little bit when I'm finishing my makeup because I'm reading some exciting books. And I'm excited to show you and tell you about them. How do people like do this at the same time, like speak and do their makeup at the same time? I have not been wearing much mascara lately because it is summer and I don't know. It's just always such an effort to take it off, especially when it's waterproof and I need to wear waterproof mascara in summer, otherwise it will just slide off my face. And then also final touch is always a little bit of sparkly eyeshadow in the corner of my eye. Lovely. And of course, some perfume, and I am so excited to tell you guys about these perfumes because I've got a few new perfumes by this wonderful brand called Dossier. These perfumes were very, very kindly gifted to me and I am a sucker of a good perfume. They're called Dossier, they are located in France. They source all of their ingredients from Grasse in France, which is like the perfume capital of the world, and their focus is on creating very, very high quality perfumes that are impressions of designer fragrances. So each perfume is basically the same scent as a designer fragrance, but then for a fraction of the price. What I thought was so amazing was that I picked this one, Aquatic Peony, and I saw on the website that it was inspired by an Armani fragrance, one that I used to wear when I was a lot younger. And I got the scents in the mail. I didn't really remember which one was which, so I just sprayed it on and just instantly had this flashback to when I was younger wearing that perfume, and it felt so special. They also have a range of original perfumes, so highly recommend you check out Dossier. I have 3 fragrances here. Aquatic Peony, which is the impression of the one that I used to wear when I was younger. Fruity Magnolia, which is honestly so perfect for today. It is sunny, it is warm, and oh, absolutely loving it. And then lastly, I think this is one of my favorites, Woody Sage. A bit like quite fresh, but a little bit darker. And I think perfect to wear during any season, honestly. Oh, I'm just always so excited about perfume. I think like scent and smell is just such a beautiful way to make memories. Hence why I was so touched by the fact that it literally smelled like 10 years ago or 15 years ago, because scents just have these amazing memories. So I'm incredibly thankful that I got to pick out a few of these perfumes. If you want to check out Dossier, definitely check out the link in my description. As you can tell, I'm very excited about these. I just want to keep spraying them on. I think these might also be great for layering different perfumes. Okay, I'm ready for the day. Let's talk a little bit about some books that I've been reading, because I started this vlog on Monday. It is Thursday right now, but that is because I filmed 2 daily vlogs in between on Tuesday and Wednesday. So I started different books then. However, I'm of course still reading Darling by India Knight. I am on page 100, so like a third of the way through. Really, really enjoying this one still, so definitely will keep you updated. And then yesterday I actually started 2 new books. The first one is Alphabet of Thorn by Patricia A. McKillop. This is a standalone fantasy about a girl who works in a library. She's a translator, and when the new queen is going to be, like the coronation of the new queen, she gets a book that needs to be translated, and she finds out that that book actually contains so much information as to why Nefenti, our main character, and the queen are kind of connected in a way, and it just sounds so interesting, and I love a good fantasy standalone, so I'm excited to continue reading this. I only just started it, so I haven't really read that much, but so intrigued by this one. And then lastly, I'm also listening to an audiobook, and namely The Third Gilmore Girl, written by Kelly Bishop. This is a memoir by Kelly Bishop, who of course plays Rory's grandma in Gilmore Girls, and I love a good celebrity memoir, like listening to a celebrity memoir, especially when they narrate it themselves. And Kelly Bishop did that. I'm about 25% of the way through and I'm already learning so much about her. I find her very fascinating. I didn't know anything about her. She's apparently an incredible ballet dancer, which I didn't know. So I am loving that audiobook as well. I need to pack some WEBSHOP orders, and then later today I am going to Delft to work a shift in the Swan Market store there. So let's start packing orders. It's only 7:45 in the morning, which means I have got lots of time, which is nice. So yeah, let's start the day. Saturday. I haven't really got many reading updates for you. I read a little bit more from Darling. I'm about halfway through, but I did get something very fun. 2 new fun things. First of all, a book, because I saw my friend Ashley on Instagram, A Frolic Through Fiction, talk about this book, saying that it gave her such practical magic vibes, and I thought this is going to be perfect for autumn. It is called The Glittering Edge. Loving this cover. Written by Alyssa Villere, and it says, a family feud, a deadly curse, a love that could change everything. And I believe it's about a group of friends who need to break a curse or something. It's a young adult fantasy, which is quite a long time since I last read a young adult fantasy, but I thought I'm going to give it a try again. It looks so cool and so nice, so I can't wait to start reading this when it's autumn, because we need to wait a little bit longer. But I'm very much back in the summer mood right now, especially because yesterday I was walking and my neighbors were basically decluttering their entire home. They put so many furniture and just stuff out on the street, and normally it just, you know, it's left there for a couple of days. Many people pick things and then the trash man picked the rest, basically, because most things were kind of broken and, you know, not in the best condition. But I saw this basket and I thought, this is so adorable. It was completely dusty and just disgusting, so I cleaned it completely, and the handle was a little bit broken as well. Many of these, you know, the wicker was broken. So what I thought, I still had an old scarf that I crocheted but that I never wore because it was just not the right length, and then I thought, what if I just twist it around the basket and it fits perfectly, and then on the sides I put a little ribbon, and now I have a cute grocery basket. So I just did grocery shopping with this, and I'm just like frolicking through my very city area of Rotterdam, where these old men are hanging on the streets drinking beer and people are smoking, and it's not aesthetic, and they're always building, and they're always, you know, the road is open, and it's not very cozy, the area that I live in and where I do my groceries, but at least I was feeling cozy because I was walking with my new shopping basket. How cute would this be to also take it with me on, like, when I'm going to the park or something. I might also want to make a nice lining in here just to protect it a bit more, because yeah, it's kind of broken a little bit, so I don't want to break it anymore. But I just did my groceries with this, and so much fits in here. So this was such a lovely free find on the street. Thanks, neighbors. So that's that. It's Saturday. It's going to be incredibly hot today, but I'm going over to my friend because her baby just turned 1 and it's his birthday. I need to find the gift that I got for him, and I need to like touch it very carefully, because when I got this, in here it's like one of these cars, and then it has, if you press a button, it just makes this noise. And when I got it, I accidentally pressed the button, and then it made such a loud noise, like, oh, here's the fire truck, la 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 la, and it didn't stop, and I was like, oh my god, I need to take the batteries out, what's happening? Then after a minute or two it stopped, and I'm like, don't touch this anywhere else besides the you know, the cardboard on the back or on the sides, because the car is in here. So I need to take this with me very carefully in my bag, otherwise I'll be on the metro or the bus and that thing will go off. At least when I give the present to him, it's not my problem anymore. He can make all the noise with it. It was on his wish list, so I hope he's going to be very happy with it. I still have like 40-ish minutes, so I think I'm going to do a little reading sprint and of course take my book with me on the metro as well, because I have a little bit of time to read on the metro, and I'll be bringing Darling with me because I want to finish Darling first before continuing with Alphabet of Thorn. But I need to like put my hair up. It is just, it's hot. I have some updates. First of all, as you can see, I've got a new color in my room. I filmed a whole video of me doing a kind of home makeover because I changed a few things in my home, so that video will go up in a bit. I'm not exactly sure when. Yeah, sneak preview, new color here, I'm loving it. Something different, something else, because I used to have just white on here and then this wall would be orange, but I thought I would go for green. I'm loving it. But as I said, I have some updates. First of all, reading updates. I finished 2 books in the past few days. The memoir by Kelly Bishop, which I thought was absolutely brilliant. I listened to it on audiobook, as I said, and I really, really loved that she narrated it. It was incredibly inspiring and optimistic. I felt like I learned so much from her, like about her as well, because I only knew her from Gilmore Girls and like being Emily in Gilmore Girls, and she's so completely different from the character that she's playing in Gilmore Girls, which I thought was very interesting to read about and to learn. And yeah, especially with her husband, she's been through so much, and I thought that was incredibly, yeah, just inspiring to read, and how you can be still so positive after so many awful things happened to her husband, but many positive and beautiful things as well. How she really, really followed her dreams, how she got the role in Gilmore Girls. I thought it was a very, very nice memoir. Very short, you know, quick, to the point. Really, really loved listening to it. Then I also finished Darling by India Knight. It took me a while to get through this book, and the majority of this book was like, there was plot, things were happening, but not big things were happening. It was just the family that you were following, Linda finding love, losing love, finding love again. And the thing that kept me going through reading this book was that I loved reading about this family. These characters felt so incredibly real and vivid, and like I could kind of not necessarily see them because I'm not very a visual reader. I don't really see that many characters in my head, but I could feel how they were, which was really, really interesting. And the ending of this book, what the hell? It was so shocking. So this was really good, and it really, really surprised me. Really recommend this. And I read a little bit more from Alphabet of Thorn, but not that much. This will be my next read for my next vlog. I did, however, go into town because the TK Maxx has opened a new shop, and it is ginormous, and Code Orange was definitely there. So I picked up one thing from TK Maxx and then 2 things from Primark. I'm just removing some of the stickers. This is what I got at TK Maxx. It is one of these you know, where you can put the dirty spoons on if you're cooking, and it has a pumpkin. And I use one of these all the time. I have one that is quite summery, and you know, with, I believe there's like fruit or vegetables on it. And then I thought this would be absolutely perfect when I'm baking something with pumpkin. So I thought this one was so cute. But very quickly, my battery is nearly empty. Then I went to Primark, and they also had Code Orange, and I'm just like, I can't stay strong in a situation like that. I got these incredibly cute tea towels that I cannot wait, look at this, to put on my oven and on my door handle so I can look at it all the time. As well as this mug. I've been eyeing this one. I kept seeing it like on TikTok, where just at different Primarks where they already had everything, and now they finally had it here as well. So I have this one. And last but not least, this really cute leaf tiny dish that I will use to put tea bags on, like if I've used a tea bag. Yeah, I can't stay strong in like these type of situations, so I splurged a little bit. Okay, I'm going to finish doing some work and change this battery. Also, my hair is doing great today. I washed it yesterday and then I blow dried it like upside down, crazy volume, and then I put a like until it was like 90-ish% dry. Then I put a big French braid in my hair, just one braid down, and then I went to sleep. And then this morning it looked like this, and I'm going to do this more often because I'm very happy with how it looks today. But now I need to turn the fan back on, and got like a whole sweaty upper lip because it is hot. And I'm in the autumn mood, so that's not the best combination. I really hope that you enjoyed this vlog. As a final reading update, I read a little bit more from this one, but I'm not very far into it yet. But I'm super intrigued, and in my next vlog, I will tell you more about this book because I plan on filming a vlog in which I read only fantasy books for a week, which is very exciting. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed it. If you want to comment something, but you don't know what to comment, make the comment section look autumnal. Yes, again, because after filming this video, I am feeling quite autumnal, so make it look like autumn. Thank you so very much for watching. I really hope that you are having a beautiful day, and I will hopefully see you in my next video.